I'm Josh.
I'm Alex.
And we both fight out of Canillo's Boxing Gym in Dania.
And you're watching True School Sports.
My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you'd be happy I made it.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I wanted to talk about the heavyweight division because we are just, as I'm shooting this video, it's the afternoon. It is Friday, June the 14th. So we are not too long away from Tyson Fury's Las Vegas debut and his ESPN debut as he takes on Tom Schwartz in what figures to be a pretty good event here in this country. I won't go as far as to call it one of the biggest heavyweight debuts this country's seen in quite some time, but it is a big deal, and ESPN's doing a great job promoting it, so who knows, might be bigger than I think. But I wanted to talk about Tyson Fury because he's been doing a bunch of interviews, and a lot of things have been coming out, and I haven't really been seeing people talk about this because, you know, here on YouTube, you have people who believe different things in boxing. You have people who champion and love Al Haymon. You have people who champion and love Deontay Wilder. So when there's things that come out in the news that they can spin a narrative towards, they are so quick to get on here and make videos. But when things go against that narrative, they don't want to actually make videos talking about these things. And things have come out that will go against those people's narratives. So Tyson Fury, I saw an interview, and I'll leave it for you guys down in the description, with Kevin Iole of Yahoo Sports. You know, a really good journalist. Big shout out to Kevin Iole. Continued success to him. You know, Kevin Iole did an interview with Tyson Fury, a sit-down interview with Tyson Fury, and he basically was talking about how with Deontay Wilder, he asked him about the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder rematch, and you know, many of us know because it was on Twitter. Deontay Wilder announced it the night right before he fought, right before Anthony Joshua fought Ruiz for his American debut. Wilder announced that he'd be fighting Luis Ortiz in a rematch, and then after the Luis Ortiz rematch, he'd be fighting Tyson Fury. But we only heard from Wilder. We never got it confirmed from Fury himself. So Kevin Iole pressed Tyson Fury to see if, you know, if it was true, and Tyson Fury said, "No, it's not true. I haven't signed anything. There is no rematch." So based on that, we can confirm that Deontay Wilder is a liar, and that he's lying to the public about a rematch being signed when it hasn't been signed. You know, that you know, that's just what it is, man. He's gonna fight Ortiz. We know that, but we know that Fury's name is now being used the same way Wilder used Joshua's name to build up his upcoming fight against Ortiz, which is going to be a good matchup because the first fight was a good fight, but nobody really cares about that fight. Deontay Wilder needs to get out of witness protection, all right? He needs to either fight Andy Ruiz Jr., fight Tyson Fury, or fight Anthony Joshua, or fight Dillian White. Fight one of them four people. You have Joshua, you have Joshua, Fury, Dillian White, Andy Ruiz Jr. You fight any one of them four, and you beat any one of them four, your stock goes up dramatically. Nobody's going to care if you spark out an old, aging, and a Luis Ortiz who is slowing down by every single fight. So that's just what it is. He's been proven to be a liar by pretty much Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury never confirmed it. He went out, he made the announcement and postured himself as this big bad A-side boss of boxing, when in all actuality, it was a move of desperation, it was a move of posturing, and it was a move where he's just trying to use Fury to prop up a fight that nobody cares about with Ortiz. The majority of the world does not care about an Ortiz-Wilder rematch. That doesn't take away from the first fight, but nobody cares about the rematch, straight up. So that's that. Second of all, Tyson Fury also went on to talk about how he had to get the Wilder fight. You know, he talks about when he was negotiating the fight with Kevin Iole, and he basically talks about how he had to pretty much con Al Haymon. He had to con Al Haymon. He had to sell Al Haymon, and he had to sell PBC, and he had to sell all parties involved on that side of the street the idea of Deontay Wilder getting an easy payday to fight Tyson Fury. You know, many times on this channel I've said that the only reason Deontay Wilder took that fight in the first place, was because he thought he was going to get a broken shell of a man in Tyson Fury, that where his reflexes had slowed down from the alcohol, to where his skills had deteriorated and eroded from all the drugs and alcohol and mental health problems he was experiencing. They thought they were going to get a man who was once an A-level fighter, but they were going to get the C-class version of that. And what they found out was, okay, They didn't get the best version of Tyson Fury, but they got a version that was good enough to outbox Wilder. And outbox him he did. You know, unfortunately for Fury, he was robbed on the scorecards. Universally, he's recognized, unless you're a Wilder fanboy or someone who knows nothing about boxing, that, you know, he won the fight. He won the fight, and universally, I can't think of a fight where a fighter's been robbed where the guy who got robbed is universally recognized as winning the fight. I can't think of a fight where the more people thought the guy that didn't win the fight, you know, actually thought he won the fight, you know? So Fury made some good points about how he had to con Al Haymon. And you know what's funny is if you spend enough time here in the YouTube boxing community and you go to all these Al Haymon channels, you'll hear the LDBC, you know, those parasites. You're not going to talk so much about them, but they're a bunch of parasites over there for the most part. Not all of them, but the majority of them. Like the lion's share of LDBC channels on YouTube are parasites, piss stains on boxing. They always talk about how smart Al Haymon is and how Al Haymon is this and how Al Haymon is that. And how Al Haymon made this move and Al Haymon made that move. I mean, just yesterday I saw a post on Facebook about how Al Haymon has made Eddie Hearn look like an amateur businessman when Al Heyman's the guy that's going to sell his shares to PBC because he pissed away well over $500 million in a 4-year span, okay? And he can't even take a 15% manager's fee anymore because he's lost that much money that he can't even get his advisor fee that he was used to getting early on. So, you know, Fury outsmarted the genius. He out-geniused the genius in Al Haymon. So we're gonna give him credit for him. We're gonna give him credit for that here on True School Sports. You know, he conned Al Haymon. He got Wilder to get out of witness protection for just one fight him, get outboxed, get exposed like never before. You know, got a gift. University recognizes getting a gift. Then when Wilder wanted the rematch to prove himself, Fury said no, gave him a big middle finger, signed with ESPN. Now he's building his name here in America. ESPN is doing, and Top Rank is doing an amazing job promoting him all over ESPN. You know, you can't watch ESPN without seeing something about Tyson Fury. In fact, tonight at 8 p.m. on ESPN, on regular ESPN, they're doing a whole special, a whole like 1 hour special on Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz. So it's just been great promotion from Top Rank, and Tyson Fury has outsmarted Deontay Wilder. He's outsmarted Al Haymon, and he has put Wilder on the back burner beneath him. Joshua has lost, so Joshua by nature is beneath him. And the way I see it is this: the only person that, and we're talking about the politics of boxing. I know a lot of you guys don't care about this kind of stuff, but the only person that can have any sort of leverage in Tyson Fury negotiations is Andy Ruiz Jr. because he's the Mexican-American heavyweight champion. He's become a superstar overnight here in America. And he'll be someone that could be the cash cow of boxing if he chooses to, if he continues to hold on to those belts. But if your name's Andy Ruiz Jr., you don't have that kind of negotiating power no more. So Tyson Fury outsmarted Al Haymon. He conned Al Haymon. He punked Al Haymon. Okay, he punked Deontay Wilder in the ring, and he punked Deontay Wilder in negotiations, and he exposed Wilder in this most recent interview with Kevin Iole as a straight fraud and a liar. Not a fraud as a fighter. We're not gonna say he's a fraud as a fighter because Deontay Wilder is a fantastic fighter, but he's being a fraud for what he tweeted before the Joshua fight, saying that, oh, I got my next 2 fights signed, you know, Ortiz and Fury, and then when they go to confirm it from the Fury side of things, we see that it was a lie. It was fabrication. It was hyperbole, an exaggeration of the facts. Okay, so that's what it was. And I know I know when this video comes out, and when I go down into this comment section, I know I'm gonna see a lot of you Deontay Wilder fanboys with your Bomb Squad membership cards and your pom poms and your Alabama Crimson Tide pantyhose. You know, you guys are gonna go crazy and say that, oh well, BT, you're just a hater. You hate Wilder. I don't understand why you hate Wilder, but I don't hate Wilder. I'm just calling a spade a spade. And if Tyson Fury gets robbed against Wilder, I'll call that a spade. But he didn't get robbed against Wilder. He conned Al Haymon. He outsmarted Al Haymon, who everybody says is so crackling bright, but then, you know, got outsmarted by a gypsy. And then now he pissed away $500 million plus in the span of 4 years, and he's got to sell PBC. Maybe he'll be able to keep PBC because he has Andy Ruiz. So maybe there is some hope from Al Haymon, but you know. Those were the last reports on Al Haymon, that he had to sell the shares of PBC, and because he pissed away $500+ million from Waddell and Reed, and it's just not looking good for Al Haymon and PBC. And Tyson Fury outsmarted him, a guy who many people will probably say isn't the smartest man in the world, but I think he's probably one of the smartest fighters I've ever seen in boxing in terms of understanding the psychology of boxing, himself, and all heavyweights. You know, that's why I think he'll always be a cut above Joshua and Wilder, because you can't prepare for his style, and psychologically, he's on another level. He's on another level, and the toughness he has within himself, another level. So, Yeah, that's the news, man. Tyson Fury exposes Deontay Wilder as a liar for saying that they had a rematch signed when he hasn't signed anything. And also, Tyson Fury conned the con man, Al Haymon. So that's my video. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys say, whether you're a Fury fan, a Wilder fan, a neutral fan. It don't matter. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you smash that like button, like it was your ex-girlfriend, you know, and many of you out there I'm watching this know what that's like. Make sure you follow True School Sports on Twitter, at True School Sports. If you want to connect me there, I'll be there on Twitter. So you have that. What else is there? Check out my most recent video with Andy Ruiz, Evander Holyfield, talking about Andy Ruiz and the hand speed he had that he saw in the ring with him. You know, that video is doing crazy numbers right now. It's got like almost 50,000 views. It'll probably do 100,000 views. So go check that out. You know, lots of great stuff coming out here on True School Sports. More content with Holyfield, Bo, and more people in the South Florida boxing scene. So stay tuned for it. Your boy BT on the grind. We will be live tomorrow. Last thing, we will be live tomorrow for Tom Schwartz versus Tyson Fury. The Tom Schwartz Tyson Fury live fight reaction will be happening tomorrow. So if you're in the neighborhood, join your boy BT and True School Sports, because it should be a great time, as those live fight reactions always tend to be. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.
Let's go, champ. It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, and you're watching True School Sports. Let's go, champ.